Howdy, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Joe's Comic Strip. As you know, this is where I document my journey of learning to create my own comic strip from scratch for the first time, and how I learned to make a YouTube channel to show you the process. Here we go. As some of you may know, I'm strictly using an Android phone to create all the content on the channel. And I tried filming a bit of video to add to my last video that was Drew and Friends episode 10. I had a ton of issues getting it into the YouTube Create app. It actually messed up the whole video, causing a total redo. So I'll need to decide if I want a camera or a new phone. One consideration is, oh gosh, the desktop computer is currently broken. I think it's the power supply. So downloading from a camera may be an issue. Anyhow, I have pinned this new storyboard for 11. Everything's ready, and here we go. Let's begin with an empty storyboard. You can use this process if you like. Since I already had my idea, the storyboard went real quick. The challenge now is to find room for all of that dialogue. The snake had a lot to say. Uh-oh, my art consultant is back. Hello, Sophie. She approves of my notes. As I work on each project, I document my thoughts as I go. Something of necessity, as I'm unable to use video yet, but hey, we'll get there. You can see some inspiration here. I'm going to try a small starburst in each corner of my panels. Here I have highlighted the panel for ink and added our grid lines. Moving right along. I think the snake is taking shape. Now here I'm trying to get a look of indignation on the snake's face. I guess I'll have to settle for put out. A little side note, I'm trying not to research what I think my characters should look like. I would rather invent them myself. I want them to be original, so I try not to copy from any other sources. Kind of work it out, draw, and try again, and you'll come up with something original too. Alright, now we're inking with the quill pen and India ink again. When I finally get a camera, I plan on making a tutorial for using it. The quill pen, that is. I'm sure there must be terms for each technique we're using. One thing I know, my grandfather taught me to cut in a straight line with a paintbrush. So there's one. We'll work on more. I think these starbursts look pretty cool. I might keep them. Maybe they will evolve. We'll see. Now, I have to say, using real ink might be 10 times as fast as using a ballpoint pen. I honestly have not tried the felt tips made for manga cartoons, but I hear that they work really well. So there's lots of possibilities out there. I usually include Drew's name in each of my comics, but the snake had so much to say in this one that I just felt like I didn't have room. Just this once, we'll let it slide. And here is the completed comic. Pretty cool, huh? Remember, I draw all of my art by hand with paper, pencils, and pens, and you can too. I hope you'll come back next time for another adventure on Joe's Comic Strip. Stay creative. Hey, if you're still here, I thought I'd give you 1 minute just to check out the comic strip without me talking, but I wanted to add a list of materials so that if anybody's interested, we have 100-pound Bristol paper, which is what's called a board. We have, of course, drawing pencils. I like General brand, 2B and 2H. I like Pink Pearl eraser. Use a Speedball quill pen with their ink. And for video editing, we have the Samsung Galaxy S23, which is not enough to do video on YouTube Create, at least not for me. We have the aforementioned apps, YouTube Create and YouTube Studio, and right now that is everything I'm using. You can do this too.